Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to have you here today for our webinar about resource optimization. Today, we will discover the key to an effective production management. All right, I will first give you some information about Stilog, visual planning, and myself, of course. So my name is Vincent. I'm an international business developer here at Visual Planning. It has been 4 years that I'm working with Stilog, and I'm very delighted to have you here today for our webinar. So some key elements about Stilog. Stilog exists till 1991. It has been now more than 30 years that we are on the market with our first activity of specific development. And we have launched visual planning in 1996 for the scheduling market. So we have today a turnover around 17 million euro. We have more than 175 employees on our two location, visual planning in Nanterre and La Ciotat for the specific development activities. Today, visual planning represents more than 2,100 users all around the globe in more than 40 countries. And I'm sure that you will recognize some big customers that we have in many industries, many fields of activities. So, what will await you during that webinar? First, we will discuss about the needs that we have observed, especially for the manufacturing sector. This webinar is dedicated to that sector of activity, and then we will see the demonstration about how visual planning can solve these issues, and conclusion, question and answer review will have them. All right. But first, before we jump up to that demo, I will present you visual planning. So what is visual planning? Visual planning is a scheduling software, 100% customizable. We can adapt it to many, activities, many fields, because we build the tool based on the business processes and technical requirements of the customer. It's a no-code solution, really easy to use because it works with the drag and drop. We will see that in a while. It's 100% customizable, so very collaborative too, flexible and intuitive, can be multi-device. We have VP Desk for the laptops, VP Portal for the laptops or tablets, and VP Go for the mobile phone. You can install visual planning on the cloud or on-premise, and we also have API integration. All right, so what are the needs that we have observed and that are expressed on a daily basis by prospect and customers? First, the first one, the most important one, is the need to anticipate the production and have the granularity between the capacity of our resources, that can be machines or human resources, and the current load that we have on the factory. The second one is to enable the users, so the schedulers, to quickly enter and view the production progresses that have been made by your team working on the different workshops. Last but not least, today, we are in a digital world. We want to automate a maximum number of operations to gain time. And this is what we will also see during that webinar. And last but not least, based on all of that, we would like to have KPIs in indicators to visually, anticipate the loads, the capacity, and have everything that you have done on a track board. All right, so which V9 features can help us improve our production management? I'm very proud to say that we have released this version during our user club in June. So today we will see two main release, which is VP Documentum. It's like the electronic document management. We will discuss also about the automatic resource allocation with VP Automation. Workloads, this one, we all know about them, and KPIs. All right, so let's move to the demo. So, as I explained, this demo will be focused on the production. Today, I'm going to be a scheduler for an agricultural company that produces machines on that sector. Here, I will be connected as the admin, meaning that I will have all the rights and all the permissions that are associated with my username. Please note that we can create in visual planning user group management that will allow the user to have certain action to modify, delete, see, or to have like very limited accesses to the software. This is also a prototype. It's not the final product, but it's to give you an idea of how the software could work. So on that presentation, we will see the planning of three teams. The first one will be the research unit, the second one, the manufacturing team, and the third one, the delivery team. Today, right now, I have opened visual planning, and what you're seeing on the first page is called the dashboard. The dashboard is like the welcoming page of visual planning, where you will get the shortcuts to your scheduling views. It's on these scheduling displays that you will be able to manage your daily activities, and you can also have KPIs about the activities scheduled this week, the current load of your machines, the current load of your HR activities. So I will present you today 5 main displays, and we will start with the first one, the research unit. So on this display, you will see several things. On the top side of my screen, you will see the projects where you will schedule the new project in development. On the right side, different tasks, and below the resources working on that research unit. Please note that everything that you are seeing during that presentation, the names, the colors, the way of scheduling can be customized to your liking. For example, if you don't like the color development in green, I can change that really easily into blue, for example. All right, so, and please note also that, for example, the scale of the planner can be changed from 5 minutes till the year. If you'd prefer to have like an hourly view, this is also totally possible, but for that presentation, I will remain on a daily basis. So how does it work with visual planning? It's a really easy solution to use. You can create new project really easily with a right click. Let's call that a project test. And you can select one of the articles that you need to manufacture. You can select one of the existing one, or you can also create a new project that, let's call it article test. And webinar of the 12th of December, you can put a small description, you can put plans, quality procedures, and these will help us later for our electronic document management. So I will validate my new article is now created and my new project is now created. So how does it work with visual planning? As I said, it's a drag and drop solution. So you will drag and drop the different activities that you have. Let's take that project. On the day that you need to produce them, you can extend that period, reduce it. You can even double click inside and modify the timeline. So visual planning is a really intuitive solution. And as you can see, per default, this task has been assigned to a dummy employee to be defined. Both views from the project and the resources are synchronized. It will allow the scheduler to visually see which one of the team members are free and on which project they could work with if they're available. So if we take this task, I know that I can assign it to John because John is free. Same for this one for Laura, for example. And with visual planning, we also have a functionality which is called assignment context, which allows the scheduler to assign users, assign people based on the criteria that we will define. I will show it to you. A right click, assign resource, assign research unit. Here, visual planning displays the only employee that has the right skill set and is available to do that task. So here it's Martin. So we will, thanks to that, you will avoid double booking issues that you may encounter on a daily basis, and you will gain a lot of time. And so you can see everything has been synchronized. On my project test, and my article test, I have the possibility to store document. And these document, you will be able to find them in VP document tool. These documents, they are stored based on the category they belong with. So either it's a manufacturing process or it's a quality procedure. And our electronic document management also manage the versioning of each document that you will put and will allow all the users to get access to that document really easily. I will not enter into the technical details, so if you have any questions about it, do not hesitate to ask them in the in the end of that webinar. And once I have closed my activities, I can say that my project test is now finished and we will be able to move to the next scheduling display, our manufacturing catalog. On our manufacturing catalog, it is there that we will define the process of scheduling this list of articles. I can show it to you again. Let's delete all the event here. As I explained, I drag and drop my task and I will, use them later for VP automation, because with VP automation, we are able to import these preset activities that are already scheduled, and VP automation will schedule them automatically. So let's move on to the third planning, the manufacturing catalog. As you are seeing here, I have my different fabrication orders that needs to be produced for our customers. And below, I have my list of resources, human resources with their corresponding skill set and machines with their corresponding skill set. So on these fabrication orders that we have here, I will need to schedule them based on the activities that we have defined on our manufacturing catalog. And it will work with our latest feature, VP Automation. So VP Automation will allow the user to automatically schedule event by associating resources, human, machine, or whatever kind of resources, based on several criteria. The first one will be that we will respect the preset activities that we have defined earlier. The second one is that we will assign these resources based on their corresponding skill set. So we have a manufacturing activity and an assembly activity. Each of our machines, they have the corresponding skill set. The third one will be the availability of these resources. We will schedule them, of course, on machines and humans that are available. And please note that we can also have optional criteria for VP automation, such as the sequencing of the machine, the latest date, and so on. So here, as an optional criteria, we have selected the deadline that needs to be met for our production to satisfy our customers. This is the latest data that I need to produce my activity, my my tools. So let's do the magic with VP automation and let's see how it works. So I have clicked on VP automation, and here visual planning has automatically scheduled the different activities that I have: manufacturing, assembly, painting, while respecting the presets activities that we have, and they have assigned them to the right resources. So here, your schedulers, they will get a tremendous amount of time with VP automation, because the planning has been done automatically, and all the KPIs, the workloads indicator that you are seeing here, adjust themselves automatically, and you know which resources are still available or not available, and maybe here you will be able to to produce another fabrication order. So you will improve your manufacturing process a lot with visual planning. And then, once it's done, we can modify the status. It has been realized, and you will see that synchronization again is done in both ways. So My, workload indicators, again, they are customized, and I can see from each people which one are assigned and which one are free. Same thing for the machines, for the manufacturing one and the assembly machines that we got. On our fourth, display, we have the KPIs. So here, the main schedulers, they will be able to follow on this display, the dashboard, all the tasks that has been done, their current statuses, follow the ratio between the capacity of my machines versus the current load. So visual planning, really, it's more than a scheduling software. It's really something that will help you on a daily basis to optimize your productions, your activities, and so on. And last but not least, we have the final one. Once we have produced everything, we need the delivery activity to take place, and you will be able to schedule the delivery activities. And as you can see, oh yes, here, for example, I have a pop-up alert. This pop-up alert, I will just come back after, that the deadline that we have meets our requirements. My production has ended 1 day ago, my delivery finished 1 day ago, so I know that my customer here will be happy because I have met all my expectations. Let's come back again to that, pop-up alert. With visual planning, you will be able to have constraints that will show you scheduling conflicts. So here, for example, I have scheduling conflict because I have assigned twice to the same employee the same task. And this will help the schedulers to visually see also which resources are available or not. All right, that was all for that webinar. So let's go back to that PowerPoint presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will give you here some benefits that our customers express to us based on their current utilization of visual planning and before. They told us that they saved a lot of time, and we have saw that during that presentation that with visual planning you will have many functionalities that will help you make your schedule really easily, that will follow your scheduling patterns, so you will gain a lot of time. Also, based on the rights and permissions, we will mitigate the risk of using visual planning because a user cannot do an action that is not allowed to do. You get also consistency and traceability because on our tool, every change that are done by someone are tracked. So based on these three elements that I just gave you, you will get a good return on investment because we all know that time is money, and when you save time, you save money. You can put more, people working on different tasks, so you will really improve your manufacturing process. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us for a customized demo. So you can contact us on sales@stilog.com. You can also call us, and you can look on our website, visualplanning.com, to ask for a demo. I would like again to thank you very much for your time for that webinar. It was a pleasure to be your host today. And I hope we will be in contact soon. Thank you.